What's up, y'all? So I've been like, really just debating on what I want to bring to social media, what I want to keep to myself, what I want to just put on my platform, period. And one of the things that I really been like going back and forth about is this generation, my generation and the generation before me, which I mean the 80s and the 90s babies. These two generations, and it's not everybody, but it's a lot of people, especially like people that inspired me in the beginning, that was giving me truth in the beginning. I'm now finding them tucking a tail and running and submitting to the same thing that we was on the same team fighting against in the beginning. Like some of the loudest people, some of the people with the highest vibration, and I don't mean like the highest vibration like good energy. High vibration means a balanced energy, like a powerful energy, a authentic energy. That is a high vibration for me. And what I'm referencing right now. Um some of these people in my family that had those vibrations, and I mean these are the kind of people that when they walk in a room, certain people know to shut the fuck up, certain people know to tighten the fuck up, certain people know not to even look wrong, say nothing too wrong, because these are the same people, if you say something to them, they gonna bite your head off. They not just gonna bark at you, they gonna bite your head off too. And a lot of times people would intimidate that person to be like, oh, you so angry, you so mean. No, a lot of the time those same people that you calling mean and angry and just whatever, unhealed, whatever you're trying to say about them, they're more healed than the people that's trying to trigger them. And don't get it twisted. Just because somebody raised their voice and they express themselves in a certain manner does not mean that they're not emotional intelligent. It's a wrath and a fire and a lightning and a drowning and a suffocating that gotta come with the bullshit that people bring into people that's at peace. Like, I truly feel like I'm one of those people. And all I've been getting is, oh, well, you got to remember that people don't respond to you. And that's fine. That is fine. The only way a motherfucker is going to get me to raise my voice is if they coming at me, they playing in my face. You know what I'm saying? And even then, I don't even care that much. Like, I don't even care to be bothered. But once you go to, if I'm minding my own business and you coming over here to nitpick with me, I got a problem with that. I'm not over there telling you, running down on you about what the fuck I don't like about you or what I don't agree with about you. No, go mind your business and go to your perspective corner. Go back to where the fuck you was. I didn't ask you to come over here and ask me about anything about my, or tell me about anything about myself. That's not, I handle that shit when I go home. I came outside to enjoy myself. I didn't come outside to do some healing. I do my healing at home. I don't need to feel the need to heal with other people. When I watch people do the damage to me and tell me, "Oh, get over it. Go get some healing. Go get some therapy." And when I did go and heal that shit by myself, no one is ever allowed to try to put their triggers and their traumas and their bullshit off on me. I'm never going to allow that. I'm never going to allow witchcraft or spirit or words, anything of that nature to be spoken to me in my face and think I'm going to agree with it. Silence is agreement. I'm not doing that. You not going, and if you feel like you need to stay away from me, do that, because best believe if you cross that line with me, I will get right with you. I will raise my voice. I will use profanity. You're not in control of me. But what you are in control of, or what the fuck you choose to bring to me. But it's also very sad to see like people in my family that I knew to be, when I was younger, that I knew to be strong and independent. And don't get me wrong, they still that. I'm talking about emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I'm that's what I'm talking about. Strong, independent, mentally, spiritually, physically, whatever. These people will not, you a room full of Christians. You not finna just stop cussing because you in a room full of Christians. Fuck them. If they don't like the profanity that come out of your mouth, tell them to close their ears. But if it's a public place, I was invited here just like you was invited here. The person that invited me, they got a problem with how I'm talking, and let them tell me that they want me to leave. That people just need to learn how to mind their business. What I eat, you don't shit out. It's just that fucking simple. And I am okay with not getting the invite. I'm not going to beg to be in rooms that I'm not invited in, that I'm not accepted in. I'm not one of those people. I don't give a fuck about being in those rooms. You can't say that because a person don't go into these places. We go, listen, I'm tired of hearing people, oh, you ain't healed. Girl, I heal every day, but every day is still something else to heal from. It's still something else to heal from. So I don't want to keep hearing, oh, you're not healed. Bitch, I'm steady healing. I'm never completely healed. I'm healing every day. I'm healing every day. It's something I'm learning new every day. The growth for me is not stopping until I die. And that's the point that I'm making. These old people feel like, and then not even my generation, I'm hearing my generation give the old people excuses. Well, that's the generation they grew up in. I don't give a fuck. It's about learning to adapt, to evolve. It don't matter how old you fucking is, as long as you got breath in your body. I know old people that graduate college. You can learn new shit. You can get rid of the old habits just like I can. Your age don't make you no fucking different. You human just like I can. You got the same capabilities I do. I'm tired of hearing, you gotta let them be there. No, I don't. Just like they can't let me just be who the fuck I am, I'm not gonna just let them be in my face playing with me. You not finna be in my energy. It's an honor to be in my presence. It's not, what the fuck? We not doing that. We not doing that. So, and if anybody in my family feels some type of way, so be it. This is the truth. It is what it is. Get over it. I've seen just too many people in my family just succumb to the religious witches. The religious witches. They always want to talk about somebody else, but what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? Y'all gotta know that everybody ain't going through the same shit. People go through shit that prepare them and that teach them how to move going forward. So get out your fucking feelings if I don't want to show up to an event. Yeah, you might invite me to 50 events and I might only show up to one. But that don't mean, you know what? It don't mean that you don't have to offer me an invite. I'm just real choosy about where I choose to go, what I choose to celebrate. And that's just me personally. But the moment you stop sending me invites, I know that it was, you took that personal. You took that personal. But at the end of the day, you have not been on my journey. Nobody has walked in nobody's shoes 24/7. 24/7. So for you to take what I know to be true for me, if you take that personal, that's on you. That's on you. Because let me tell you something. When I had to go through those hard lessons, when I had to heal from those traumatic experiences, there was nobody sitting there next to me taking it personal then. You weren't taking my healing personal. You weren't taking the trauma I went through personal. So don't take this personal because I'm in my peace. And like I said, don't think a person is not peaceful because they yell. I raise my voice. I get excited. That's how my passion come through. It is what it is. Like it or don't like it. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's all to it. Fuck you. I don't care. I'm not tolerating the bullshit. You're not finna sit around me and tell me I need to stop cursing. But what about your mental healing? Have you continued to heal? Have you chosen to grow with God instead of be captivated and boxed in with religion? It's so much shit that we can talk about and go back and forth about, but I choose not to. I choose to mind my business and do what the fuck I want to do. It's simple. It's just that simple. I can be around you, you can be around me. But it's just about choosing to just mind our own business. We can have conversations, but it don't have to be about my business, and it damn sure don't have to be about yours. Now, if you choose to bring up your business and talk about your business, that's on you. But if I'm not bringing it up, don't ask me about it. Mind your business. Why you want to know? Why you want to know? And like I said, if you take it personal on how I choose to protect my peace, then fuck you. Fuck you. Oh well, I don't care. Nobody has to go through the struggle with anybody when they have to repair and learn from. Fuck no. Fuck no. You gonna keep giving your child a crayon to draw on your walls after you shown them and they shown you that they will draw on your fucking walls? You gonna keep giving them the crayon? Hell no, I'm not finna keep giving you the crayon to fuck up my walls. Come on. At some point, adults gotta be adults. And this is me being an adult. It's not about me not testing how much I've grown. I gotta go around people every day that I don't have a choice to be around. I'm being tested every day. When I choose to go somewhere, that's my choice, that I have a say so about, that's leisure, that's not a business or a requirement. I'm not choosing to go into spaces where I have to be triggered, worried about if I gotta be triggered. That's not peaceful. I'm being tested every day. Everybody is being tested every day. It's a test. It's a test just to know how much I'm willing to sit my ass down, head over heart. Head over heart. Because as much as I may love my family is not mentally fucking stable. They're going to trigger me because they're not growing. We have to learn to accept the fucking truth. Stop lying to yourself. Stop lying to yourself. Accept the truth. Your family is mentally unstable, spiritually unhealthy, and you need to stay away from them. Just because you was born to them, just because y'all got the same blood, do not make them family. Family is the people that build with you, you build with. The same ones that treat you how you treat them. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. We have a choice. What I was born into was not specifically a choice. I'm not too sure about how the spirit chooses what it chooses before it gets here. But all I do know is that when I arrived here, I don't think this is the family I would have chosen. And I probably did chose it for myself because I wanted the harder path, but ain't no telling what that means. But from the moment I got 18, 16, 17, whenever my mom kicked me out of the house, I guarantee you, when I start making my own choices, that was my choice. It's not based off of nobody else. It's my choice. God gave me the right to choose. So why do you think I don't have that right to choose how to live my life, who to be around, what room to walk in, who I choose to yell at? That's another thing. Like, y'all be getting me with this, oh, you're so da 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 da, you're so loud, you're so angry. No, don't get my passion confused with anger. Don't get even when I cry, it's sadness, it's pity, it's anger. Don't get my emotions confused with weakness. The weaker, because really them tears is holding me back from I really want to bust a motherfucker in their mouth physically. Cause I'm not above the violence. I'm not, people be like, oh, I don't condone violence. I do. Cause if God didn't condone it, it wouldn't exist. If God didn't condone violence, it wouldn't exist. I condone violence where it's needed, where not even where it's needed, but where it's necessary. So, yeah, I'm not above none of that shit. No, I'm not above none of that shit. So please play with me. Please try me. And that's another thing I want to talk about too. I'm not insecure about my anger. I'm not insecure about my temper. I'm not insecure about my volume of my voice. I'm not insecure about all these fucking things y'all like to try to make it seem like. I'm not insecure about that. So you're not going to make me feel guilty about it if I do it. You can't make me feel guilty. So you trying to use that as a deflection in an argument is never going to last. Because I'm going to keep yelling. I'm going to keep using profanity. I'm going to keep smoking weed. I'm going to keep fucking a nigga without a condom if I want to. I'm going to keep doing what the fuck I want to do. We can get along if you just choose to mind your own business. Let's have a conversation about politics. Let's have a conversation about growing vegetables. Let's have a conversation about family estates, and let's have a conversation with so much other shit to talk about rather than talking about each other. Rather than trying to bring up what you think I shouldn't be doing or what I think you shouldn't be. That is not my place. That is not your place. It's so much other shit to have a conversation about. But people choose to focus on bullshit. That's a red flag for me. That's a red flag for me. You'll keep celebrating all these bullshit ass holidays, but won't come. Y'all spend money. Y'all spend they got a family reunion going on right now. Why am I not going to the family reunion? Because nobody has struggled with me. Why is a family reunion a priority when the quote unquote family has not even shown up? Not for me and my child. My priority is my child, the one I gave birth to, the one I pushed out my coochie. That's my priority. My priority isn't a family reunion. So if I'm over here trying to get stable and trying to be secure, why the fuck would I go out my way to try to afford something that's not in my, it ain't been in my plans. Not for the last 5-year goals, 2-year goals, 1-year goals, 6-month goals, 3-month goals, 2-week goals. It ain't been in my plans. So I'm not gonna rearrange my life and try to fit it in. I could put my energy into that, but it's so much other stuff that I have to build up from the ground up because the generations before me is focused on bullshit. It's so much that I have to build up on my own. Why the fuck would I take my energy and go be around people that did not build anything for me to stand on? Come on, man. No, it's not a priority for me. It's not a priority. Now, if the family reunion would have been held right here in the state where it usually be held at, and then conveniently, and I can't even say conveniently. I'm not saying it like somebody plotted and planned it for it to be that way, but it was God ordained for me not to go. If God wanted me to be able to go, he would have made sure I had the funds without interrupting anything that I got already going on. I would have had the funds, the transportation, the location, the destination, all of that shit would have been settled. I didn't watch God do it plenty of times in my life. I didn't watch God show me the difference between something that God want me to have and something that I'm going to have to get on my own because it's not ordained. God never planned on giving it to me. That's the difference. I'm not chasing stuff out here that God never planned on giving to me. I'm not out here chasing shit. I'm over here attracting and accepting the stuff that God already ordained for me. And a lot of y'all wouldn't know what it's like to be militant for God, to be strict, to be on point for God, to have boundaries for God. And I mean boundaries for God, boundaries for God, to keep God close so you can hear God, not be confused, not be distracted. Keep God close and put your boundaries up to people on the outside. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it fucked up. Just because I've had a season can be 5 years. A season can be 10 years. A season can be 2 years. A season can be 2 weeks. The season that I'm in, it's not up to you when it's over. You don't get to decide when I choose to go outside. That's between me and God. Don't be worried about it. Don't be thinking, "Oh, you stay in the house all the time." Yes, that's what I do. That's what I do. Y'all made me this way. I've been excluded and never included. And never included, and I'm used to it now. It's okay. And I'm okay with that because that's how God wanted me to be prepared for what God got for me. It's not going to look normal. A millionaire mindset is not going to look normal to the mass majority of the ones you're surrounded by, especially if your family ain't millionaires. If your family ain't millionaires, when you got a billionaire mindset, it's not going to align with the crabs in the bucket that you call family. It's not going to look like the normal thing to them. It's not going to seem like the norm. Everything's going to seem very weird because they ain't got no millionaires in their family. So they wouldn't know how they move. They wouldn't know how they move. But God has been putting me in a millionaire mindset. A millionaire mindset. Millionaires got to be okay with being by themselves. What they always say, it's lonely at the top. Baby, I ain't got everything right now, but I know motherfuckers hating on my life. I know motherfuckers that's hating on my life and they got more than I do. But they still lonely. Why? Because they didn't allow God to prepare them. And God probably is preparing them in a whole nother way, but for something totally different. God has been preparing me for a millionaire mindset. In that way, when I get there to the top, it's not going to be lonely. I'm going to be fulfilled. And not because of the money, but because of how I allow God to prepare me and to fill me up with what I needed. So when I got there, listen, I'm telling you right now, I'm not finna be lonely. I'm going to have a millionaire mindset and I'm going to be happy, a happy millionaire. Okay? So, to conclude this message, yet again, people cannot say that you are not healed because you raise your voice. People cannot say that you are not healed because you use profanity. People cannot say that you are not healed because you drink liquor. People cannot say that you are not healed because you smoke weed. People cannot say that you are not healed because you don't practice religion. People cannot say that you are not healed because you choose. Number 2, don't confuse anger. Don't confuse my tears, your tears. Don't allow people to confuse your emotions. And I you know what? I take that back. You can't control how people think, what people think. You can't control what people think, how people think. But I need for the others to know right now that just because, me personally, when you see me break out in tears, don't always think it's sadness. Sometimes sometimes it can be anger. Like I said, because I really want to bust you in your face, but I know this ain't the moment. God don't always allow me to put my hands on people. But God know I ain't above that shit either. You hear me? God know I ain't above that shit. High vibration is not about being happy-go-lucky all the time. That is insanity. God is all about balance. God is all about balance. He's not about all good or all bad. It's about balance. And if me raising my voice twice, 3 times, 4 times a week is what God want me to do to keep myself in balance, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Mind your business. If you don't want me raising my voice at you, watch what you say when you speak on me, on my name. I can be cordial with any and everybody, like I said. I can be cordial with any and everybody. Just don't think you finna control my choices. That's where I really lose it. People thinking they can control others or me. Me especially. My child especially. But I damn sure can't stand to see other people trying to belittle somebody else because of their insecurities. Just because you're insecure or you don't like the feeling when somebody raises their voice, it makes you cringe. That's on you. That don't make everybody cringe. Some people like to watch baddies. Some people like to watch Housewives. Some people like to watch Tyler Perry movies. Some people like to watch Christian movies. It is what it is. But what make you feel some type of way does not mean it makes somebody else feel some type of way. So watch your mouth. Stop telling people what they need to do and worry about what you need to do. Yeah. I just had to get on here and say that because I'm honestly, it seemed like it's more and more of this generation, my generation, and the generation before me, like I said, 80s and 90s babies. I'm seeing a lot more of y'all starting to just, oh yeah, just we at the finish line, y'all. Do not succumb. Do not submit. Do not submit to the majority. I'm trying to tell you, hold on just a little longer. We finna be out of here. We finna be out, and I'm not saying out of here, but out of this energy. They trying to switch at the last minute. They trying to put their energy off on you at the last minute before the buzzer go off. And I will fight to the death because I done came this far. And if you think you finna swap energies with me at the finish line, baby, I will cut your head off with my words. And if I have to, and if that ain't enough, maybe I'll lay these hands. Laying hands is never above me. It's never above me. And I don't feel guilty about it. I don't feel no shame about it. Nothing. So I'm not going to stop doing it. That's part of your authentic growth. Until you authentically feel the need to say, I want to change this. I don't like this about myself no more. I'm going to change this. That's when you can change. That's when somebody will change. But just because you telling somebody they need to do something, it's going to get hands put on you. For real. It's going to get you hurt. It's going to get you real hurt. So I'm telling y'all right now, just mind your business. Mind your business. Stop always assuming somebody is carrying something. I said what I said, and I said it how I said it because I meant it that way. But don't think I'm finna carry that shit on my shoulders. I'll let that shit right there. Now, if you still got an issue with something, speak up. Speak up. Speak up. People I may have had past issues with. No, I don't need to go over with you about how you hurt me. I'm not obligated to tell you shit. The only thing I'm obligated to do is put my boundaries up and watch how I move. Watch how I move. Because what the fuck is me bringing you? Yeah, if I come saying, oh yeah, I had a problem with you doing this. I know 9 times out of 10, most people is not even going to acknowledge their shit. And if they do acknowledge it with their words, they damn sure not acknowledging with their action. They going to keep doing it. They going to keep fucking doing it. Because it's something that they actually have to go and work on. It's not something that's going to just change overnight. So yeah, my boundaries are up. Because motherfuckers is still showing red flags. The same old red flags. They just coming out in different ways, bro. They still red flags. You're not finna try to, oh, it's family, so just ignore the red flags. No, bitch, fuck you. Fuck you. When I was ignoring red flags, it got me drugged. When I was ignoring red flags, it got me raped. When I was ignoring red flags, it got me beat. When I was ignoring red flags, it got me in jail. When I was ignoring red flags, it got me homeless. When I was ignoring red flags, it got me broke. When I was ignoring red flags, I don't give a fuck who you is, bitch. I don't give a fuck who you is, what skin you walk in, what last name you carry. Red flags is red flags. I'm moving the fuck around.